Greetings from Iași to everyone, precisely from the Grigore Tepopa University of Medicine and Pharmacy. My name is Janina, I am a sixth-year medical student, and I'm studying general medicine here in Iași. And starting today, I have the honor of hosting this series of podcasts aiming to introduce our university to future international students, in particular to English-speaking students. Participating in this project represents for me a way to express my gratitude for the opportunity of experiencing an Erasmus Plus semester in Poland, which taught me the significance of intercultural occurrences. Today, I am glad to talk to Demetra, a sixth-year medical student who has also been studying here. She is just wrapping up her final year, so am I, and we are both very excited to hear about our journeys. Hello, Demetra. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what brought you to this university in Iași?
Hello. To be honest, the thing that brought me here, it was my personal feeling. My personal feeling that was completed by the opinion that was around me, from the family, from the friends, from everyone that were really close to me. And at the final decision, in order to come here or not, I put everything in a balance, and I was like, okay, if I will come here, it will happen this. If I won't come here, it will happen this. And at the final of everything, of each decision that I could do, I think it was the best option for me. Iași, it was the best option. It was the best experience. And after those 6 years, I can really relate to that my feeling never put me in a bad position, because here I found out the best people, the best collective, the best professors, because I have a lot of person that will remain in my soul, I think, from now on to a lifetime.
That actually sounds really great, and thank you for sharing this piece of knowledge. You're going to help a lot of future students here. Could you explain a little how classes have been going for the first years?
In the first years, mostly we do, in the first year, we have the preclinical years.
Mm-hmm.
So practically you have all the info, all the basics in the first three and a half years of the university. You have anatomy, histology, physiology, morphopathology, microbiology, everything that it's the base of the medicine. In the first years, we had some things, practical things. For example, we had something like medical abilities or surgical abilities. Yeah, I think medical abilities was in the first year and surgical abilities was in the second year. I think those were the most things that attracted us personally, because we had the fact that with all the info that we had, we learned it practically. And for a little kid, after the high school, going to the university, it's really nice to have something in your hand in order to do there, to make a future, it was the most amazing thing, because then you learned that you are in the med school, because you can have all the info, you can read all the books, you can read everything, you can be the best, but the practical thing, I think, is the most important. It's very, very important to have the base, to have the knowledge and everything, but the practical stuff, like everything that you are doing practical, do it as your next level, as the best of it, at everything. And the thing that we had here and there, some practical things, was really nice. Mostly the LPs are the ones that are practical. The lectures are it's an open discussion with the professor, where you can ask any questions at the beginning, in time of the lecture, at the final of the lecture, you can ask anything. each professor, I think it wasn't a single lecture where a professor like never, it wasn't a lecture where a professor said no, you can discuss, or no, you can't have any other questions.
Oh, that's great.
They were really supportive. In the beginning, they started with the fact, if you have any questions, please let me know now, let me know in the middle,
whenever you want.
Exactly, whenever we want, like raise your hand and we will discuss without any problem. In the LPs, we do the practical stuff. So the practical stuff for a young adult in the medical school, it's the top line. So for me, the LPs were like my favorites, because then was everything applied, like every info from the lecture was applied at the LP. So it was a very good mechanism for us to learn also the info, also practical, and to see that we can't do the practical without the info, and we can't do and we can't apply the practical stuff without the info behind it. So it was like a mechanism, and I think this was the thing that formed us the most.
All right. And how do you feel about the language differences in the clinical years when you have to interact with patients? How did it work for you?
In my generation, in the first 3 years, we did the Romanian language. We had special classes where we learned Romanian, like few words, few sentences, how to make a proposition. Like we learned the basic thing, to ask the patient, hello, what's your name? Where do you feel the pain? How can you describe the pain? From where to where it goes? We learned a lot of basic Romanian language in order for us to deal with the patients, because as we know, in each country we have older patients, and they'll never know maybe English, French, or any other language beside their country language. And with those things learned through the third year for about Romanian language, we did a pretty good job in the fourth, fifth, and the sixth year. Like it was really easy for us because we had 3 years of accommodation, let's say so. But if you have moments when you don't know, you have colleagues that maybe are half Romanian, half of another nationalities, or you have the professors and the assistants that will translate it for you, will help you. Like it wasn't a single time in the first year, especially when someone, like let's say, told us like, you don't know Romanian, get out, or if you don't know this, or if you didn't learn, or something like that. No, everything was really good about this thing. And in the first 3 years after we had, because after this Romanian
classes,
after this Romanian classes, we had a test, and after that test we received some grades, and because of those grades we had a very good Romanian knowledge based on those 3 years and what we learned. And we also had exercises. We had conversations with the professor in Romanian.
Oh, that's great. So you were exercising all over again and again.
Yes, and again. Exactly. It wasn't only written. It was like, okay, now we will do a small conversation. Hello, what's your name? Why are you here? And things like that.
Okay.
Like it was really practical and really nice. And I think after the third year, each of us got over the thing that you need to know Romanian and everything, because we all knew a little bit about that.
At least the basics.
Yeah, exactly. At least the basic. When we had maybe, because we had patients that they were like, I can speak in English with you. And everyone was like, yes, okay, nice, perfect. But when we had the thing that they didn't know English, it was perfect because of our colleagues that knew Romanian, our assistants, our professors, and everything.
So this whole process was kind of gentle.
Yes.
So everyone can feel included, involved.
Exactly.
And to have a better learning process.
Exactly. Each of us can have a different opinion about that, because each experience is different. But how it was for the majority of students that I know, it was okay. Like it was really okay. It wasn't something really hard or something like you didn't know, you should do blah blah. No,
Mhm.
it was fine. Like, it really was fine. I never heard, to be honest, from the people that I know that, oh my God, it's so hard, I can't understand, I'm stressed, I will never finish this university and things like that. No, I think maybe for some of us was harder than for from the others, but you can manage it. It depends on how you are. How you are, it means it depends on what dialect you have in your country. Because from some countries was easier to understand, being Latin, like a Latin base, but from other point of view, it was a little bit harder because of our accents and everything like that. Because each language has specific rules of pronunciation, and it was a little bit harder there, but the basic thing like was smooth and
Nothing's
perfect.
impossible,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah, nothing is impossible. Exactly.
During these first 5 years of studying medicine, let's say, do you feel like you have a mentor among your professors?
I don't have a specific person because now I'm made from pieces,
Okay.
each from each professor that I interacted with. I think I have from the first year, second year, from all the years I have. But I have specifically in my mind some professor that they put a mark on me. They put a mark on me because they told us that we need to be beyond doctors. We need to be humans. I think this is the most important thing. You can be a very good doctor, but you need to be really empathic. You need to see also the story, but when you see the story behind the patient, you don't need to be involved in that story. It's a thing that you see that you need to be complete. You need to have a different type of skills in order to be approximately perfect. I have professors that are on my mind. They will forever be in my heart. And I think they will forever change my mind in some cases. And I don't think that I can thank them enough in this life. So I hope that as I will be as a doctor, I can show my gratefulness, and their hard work was like,
It really pays off.
yeah, it really pays off, and I'll forever be thankful to them.
Going back to you as a student, what were the biggest challenges for you besides the first years of studies, and how did you manage to also be the representative for your fellowships in the university senate?
That's a very good question. Since the first year, I wanted to do something
And be involved.
Yeah, to be involved. I didn't know exactly how, when, and when I heard the thing that you can be a chief of series in order to coordinate your colleagues, to help them to maintain a relationship between the students and the professor, to be like that bridge between the professor and your students. I was like, let's try this. I was really like, I don't know, nervous, emotional, and everything. But I knew that I can do this. I can represent them as a chief in the first place, then being the representative in the Senate. In the first place, as a chief, the things were really smooth. I didn't expect it that. Like, I was really involved, and each question of my student, it was prior to me. Like, don't do anything. I put them on the first place, and sometimes it's good, sometimes not, because you are also a student, and it's kind of hard to be also a chief and also a very good student. So it's kind of like this, you need to find a balance that I discovered a little bit later. As a chief, as I said, it was really smooth. Since now I'm the chief of series 8 6th year English section, and I think they are okay with that. I was a pretty good chief until now, I hope.
No complaints so far?
No, so far no, because as I said, I put them on the first place. If they had any questions at any hour, I was there for them. I was like, this is my number, this is my Instagram, this is my Facebook, this is my everything. You can text me and you can ask me any and each time if you have a question. And after they ask me something, I put the question at the higher level in order to receive the answer. And then as soon as possible, I have this thing to make it fast, to resolve it fast, to have the solution immediately as soon as possible. Because when you have a question and you need an answer, it's much easier if you do it in a short time than a longer time. So I was like, you have this question, give me 2 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 2 days, I'll manage it. And then I was back with the answer, and everyone was like, Demetra, thank you. And I was like, this is my job. I do it with pleasure, but this is my job. And as a representative in the Senate, it was the same feeling as it was in the first year being a chief of CIRI. For each colleague in the English section, I was there for them. I tried to solve as many problems as I could, humanly speaking. And I hope I did my best, and I will do my best in the year that will come, because I want for each student to feel here that they are home. They can rely on us. If they have any question, they can ask us. We don't have any categories of good question, bad question, stupid questions. No. We have only questions, and we need to answer them, because it's not really easy to be here all alone. As I said, without the family, without your regular friends, it's not easy at all. And it's really nice when you find someone or a group where you can belong, where you can find your answer, your comfort, your anything. As I am telling to my students and to my colleagues, that if they have anything on their mind or on their soul or any other concern, they can ask me, and if I can help them.
Since you have been disinvolved during these years, everyone should know that there's a counseling service available from our university. Do you know anything about it?
Yes, the name of the department is Scope. In this department, you will find the answer that maybe you didn't know that you can do it, but sometimes you need a little bit of help. In this department, you have specialists that will discuss with you, that will ask you exactly what you want, how do you feel, what is happening exactly in your mind and in your soul. And then you can open up and to discuss and to see exactly your path. Because sometimes it's really hard. Maybe you arrive in the 4th, 5th, 6th year, or maybe you don't know from the beginning what do you want to do. You just fell in love with medicine. For me, for example, I didn't know from the first place what I want to do. I discovered it during the years. I was like, in the first place, I wanted something. Then I was like, let's do another thing. But in the beginning, I think it will be a completely other option. So for the person that it's really not for the person that didn't know exactly what they want to do, I think it's the best option to go there, to go at Scope, to discuss, to put forward anything that they concern them. And I think they will find out the solution, because in that department, I saw that we have really wonderful staff. And that staff can guide you through all the process. And it's the best thing that you know. The best thing that you should know is that you're not alone. For each of the things that you want to do, you can find here support. You can discuss free. You can get along with a lot of people that will change maybe your bad day or bad vibe in order to make the most of it, and to make the most of it, but the best of it.
That's great. And I would like to add that this service is available from our university. And regardless the year, the specialty, the faculty, everyone can go and ask for help there.
That's wonderful. That's really great, because I didn't heard that much. Like if you have a problem, that you can go specifically in a place. And I think the fact that we have this department, it's really a plus, because sometimes it can be really hard to adapt or to change your mind or to go in a different field.
Yes, and it can be overwhelming to decide. It's a very big thing to decide what are you going to do specifically.
Exactly, because it's a lifetime decision.
Yes, of course.
It's now or never. So the fact that you can be guided through this process, I think, is the most amazing thing.
And now, besides classes, professors, studying, and extra duties, how was your life as a student? How did you feel about Yash? Is it student friendly? Do you have places to go out to enjoy a cup of coffee, go to a party, and other stuff like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Personally, in the first 2 years, my mind wasn't at let's have fun, let's go there, let's party and everything. Starting with the third year, it was much as a student vibe, something like that.
It was easier to manage everything,
Yes,
right?
yeah, exactly. I think first year was the first year. Second year, it was like, let's go, don't lose the train and anything, like do your best and things like that. And in third year, I learned that you also need your time. You need your separate life beside what is in the university, exams, professors, colleagues, and everything. You need your life as a student, as a young adult that also needs to party, to have a coffee, to hang out with their friends and everything. It's very important to find a balance. My balance was from this point of view in, I think, starting with the beginning of the third year. With that summer, everything changed in that perspective. I also had a student life and
personal life.
Yeah, and a personal life. Exactly. But from some of us can start from the first year. You can have a perfect balance, or you will find out this thing during those 6 years. So it's never too late when you feel that you want to have a break. It's perfectly normal. You can have it anytime. You're just a human after all. So it's okay to have mistakes, to learn from them. It's okay to take a break. You don't need to be every day, every night focused on something, because I think it's better to avoid the burnout, because those types of burnouts, they appear in the, I think, in the least and in the worst
moments.
In the worst moments, exactly. So in order to avoid anything on that level, you need to find a balance between your personal and your student life. But yeah, Yash, it's a very friendly city. You have a lot of places where you can hang out. You have places around Yash, really near. For example, you have Dobrovac. If you want to be close to nature, if you want to do some activities, if I'm not wrong, there you have a place with animals, with an adventure park or something like that, near to Dobrovac or in Dobrovac. You have a lot of things that you can do, either more close to nature or more close to parties. You have a lot of places, yes.
Okay, so there's something for every taste.
Yeah, exactly. You have everything at every level. And I think you find your place. You find your favorite coffee shop, your favorite restaurant, your favorite piece of nature. You can find anything here, to be honest.
So, since we've discussed about all these topics, I hope I'm not intrusive. Have you thought about a field you'd mostly like to get involved with?
That's a very good question. When I entered the university, I had a dream. During that, it changed a little bit when I saw different materials, different practical things. Like during the university, either you have a strong opinion from the first till the beginning, either you have some second thoughts. Maybe this is good, because you need to think that what you are choosing after those 6 years, you will doing all your life. You need to do it with pleasure. You need to have the battery is charged for this specialty 24 hours, like from day to night. You need to be there, you need to be involved, you need to choose carefully. I personally thought about something. I'm not 100% sure yet. I think it's more like 99%. What I can say until now is that it will be a surgical field. It will be full of adrenaline, because the fact that you can be under pressure and the situation can be really different from this second to the next second. This is the thing that it most
attracts you.
Yeah, this is the thing that most attracts me: the pressure, the adrenaline, the fast thinking. I will see at the final of the 6th year if the 99% will become 100 or not. I think it will be a complete mystery until then, even for me. But yeah, I have something in my mind. I will see.
As we're approaching the end of our conversation, let's imagine something. You are leaving this building in order to go home. You're crossing the street, and after that, a high schooler stops you and asks you, "Hey, do you study here?" pointing to the university. And you say, "Yes, of course." And they ask you for your advice because they also want to be medical students. What would be your advice for them?
That's a very good question. Personally, I would tell him or her to think really good about their future, what they want to do, what it's their biggest dream. Because when you start a thing like medical school, you need to have the answer to some really specific questions. If you can do this, if you can handle this, if you want to do this, if you enjoy to do this. Because anything that you'll do in your life, you need to do it with passion. 100% passion and talent and everything. If they will be positive in the answer, they'll be like, yes, I want 100% with all my body, and so I want to do this. Yes, I would recommend them to come here, because here everything that I achieved until now, until the 6th year, I will never want and think that I would do anything else. I will choose again UMF Iași. I will choose again the thing that I passed. I will, let's say, I will never change anything that happened to me until now, because each experience made me what I am today. Each experience, I will never say anything bad, anything, let's say, anything negative, because each negative thing that was during those years, it built a positive personality,
version of yourself.
Yeah, a positive version of myself. So I think this is the most important thing. If you feel, you have that feeling that I said in the first questions, if you have that feeling, to come here, to take the risk or lose the chance, because you never know where is your perfect place. Maybe your place can be somewhere else, but life choose that you'll be here. So I think that some things are in our hands and some things are in, I think, in a cosmic version or something like that. So if your life will put a path here, I think you'll start from here. And everything that you'll encounter will be 10 out of 10. It doesn't matter. Negative, positive, sad, happy, it doesn't matter. It will be the perfect thing that you'll not see in that moment. You'll see in
later on.
Yeah, later on, maybe after graduation, maybe in the 6th year, maybe, it doesn't matter. But you will see that each thing
happens for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah, each thing happens for a reason. Nothing is pointless here. Each thing, I swear, each thing, it's for a reason, and that reason, it will be the best thing that it will happen in your life.
And to twist it a little, let's imagine that the high schooler is not just any high schooler, but it's Demetra from the first year, actually from the first semester. What would you like to tell her, to ask her? I know it's a tough question.
Oh yeah, that's a very tough question and a really emotional one, because going backward, as I said, now the Metra that we have here now in the podcast, it's really different from the Metra that entered the first year. I would say to her that she should be proud. She should love the persons that never left her side. She should be brave, because each obstacle and each thing that she encountered, it was the best thing for her. Maybe at that time it was the most negative thing. It was the worst nightmare. I don't know, one exam, one situation, anything, a fight, or I don't know, something between colleagues. It doesn't matter. I would say to keep her up the positivity, because each problem has a
solution.
Yeah, a solution. And I would encourage her to do the things that he's most afraid of.
Okay.
The thing that maybe he never thought in the first year to do it, I don't know, in the fifth year, or to do it in the fourth year. Her biggest nightmares, to be her biggest motivations. Because sometimes it's hard to say that you'll do this and that, because you encounter a lot of obstacles. But I would say her again to be brave. To be brave, everything will solve. Everything will have a finish line, and that finish line, as I see, it's not so far away. So I'm really emotional, because from the first year till the sixth year, it seems a lot, but those years passed like, I don't know, they passed really fast. They passed really fast, and those were the most wonderful 6 years of my life. The Metra now, it's more mature, more careful to herself. She's someone else, but I will forever love my version from the first year. So I will tell her to be really brave and to follow her dream, because maybe at the beginning her dream was impossible. Anything that you want to do, you can do. Like, I have a thing that the sky is the limit, only that. In rest, you have every possibility to solve anything. Like, only your mind, it's your biggest obstacle. Then if you cross that, you can solve anything, because sometimes you have a power in yourself, you have a power in your mind that it stays there until you need to reach it. It's a point, maybe it's the point when you are really really low, but then you're like rising like a phoenix.
Like the phoenix,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
So I think this is the peak where you know that you're mature enough, when you rise from maybe a breakdown or something, because we will all have them.
Everybody goes there.
Exactly. Not only in the university, forward in your career, you will have. Maybe at some point you will have, and it's very normal. Be gentle with you, but be brave. Be really brave, because you can do anything. Anything. Sky is the limit. Simple as that.
That's great, and I really believe that the first year Demetra would cry.
Oh yeah, she would cry a lot, a lot. She was really emotional. She's really emotional now, but now she can define the maturity at a different level.
Okay.
And everything was the best. Like, never change your past. Never change your past, and you can't define your future. And the thing that you have the control only in the present, you can't change the past, but you can put a mark on your future. You can't define it, but you can put a mark. What you are doing today, it will transform the day after today. So basically, what am I doing today? What am I the most afraid of, or the most excited of? it will change tomorrow.
In the future.
Yeah. So what can I say more? It was a travel in time. And I think that I really needed that. And maybe the students that will come here will see that I tried to be as honest as I could and to help them even through a screen. And if they will have any questions when they will enter here in the first year or during those years, I'll be here. Me and my colleagues, we will be here, and
we're all going to be here.
Exactly, all of us, as we are colleagues here between each other, we will be here for them. And I think this is the most amazing thing, and the most, I don't know, the feeling that you belong somewhere even if you've never been here. So yeah, they are really welcome here in Iași, and we will form a very good family.
Thank you so much. It had been a great encounter, and I'm very glad to have met you. And I really hope that we'll be colleagues in the future.
Of course, we are both in the 6th year, so we will be colleagues. And I think each generation should start in the beginning making friends, starting making boundaries, because in each specialty you need the opinion of your colleague. It doesn't matter where you are, you will need one of your colleagues to ask you a question that maybe you don't know in the moment. To be like, here I'm here in surgery, I don't know what to do, what is your opinion based on your specialty? And I think this is the most wonderful thing.
Yes, teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. Making connection is the best thing that you can do.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you too for the experience. It was amazing. And I hope that it will help our students when they will come here to be more
confident.
Yeah, confident, and to be more easy with them.